2. Network structure and group influences in social media. Welcome to a fascinating exploration of social media's tapestry, where the threads of human connections form vibrant communities, and the flow of ideas is as dynamic as it is influential. As we delve into this digital social sphere, we will unravel how social networks are woven together, how information cascades through these networks, and the role of certain pivotal figures, opinion leaders, or as we commonly call them, influencers. Imagine a bustling city where each individual is a building, and the roads between them are the relationships they share. In social networks, each person represents a node akin to the buildings in our city analogy, and the connections between them are ties. These ties can range from the close-knit, think family and friends, to the more distant, such as the casual acquaintance you met at a conference last year. It's a complex web of interactions where nodes and ties together form the infrastructure of our social universe online. If this network were a painting, the flow would be the strokes that connect different color patches. In the context of social media, flow refers to the exchange of information, ideas, or influence among people within the network. It's the lifeblood of social media, pulsating with every share, like, comment, and post. Let's consider Michelle's recent engagement announcement on Facebook. She shares a photo of her ring, which her brother, best friend, volleyball teammates, and others celebrate with comments and likes. In the lexicon of social networks, this isn't just an interaction, it's a flow of information and social exchange. This flow represents the heartbeat of social media, a pulse of shared experiences that connect individuals across time and space. Now, within these networks, there are certain individuals who wield considerable sway, the opinion leaders. These are the mavens of social media, individuals who don't just consume content but shape it. They are the trendsetters and the trusted voices. Their influence comes from a blend of factors: technical competence, which gives them expert power, a capacity to pre-screen, evaluate, and synthesize information in a way that seems unbiased, providing them with knowledge power, and a social presence that makes them highly interconnected hubs in their community networks. Opinion leaders are the magnets that attract others due to their expertise or charisma. They can transform a whisper into a roar, turning their personal endorsements or critiques into a tidal wave of public opinion. This power is further magnified by their positions of leadership, whether formally recognized or informally acknowledged by the collective nods of their digital followers. In understanding these dynamics, we are better equipped to navigate the social media landscape. We recognize the nodes and ties that form the structural skeleton of social networks. We appreciate the flow of information that animates these structures, creating a living, breathing organism of digital interaction. And we acknowledge the outsized role that opinion leaders play in guiding the direction and intensity of this flow. Social media, therefore, is more than a collection of profiles and posts. It's a complex, ever-evolving ecosystem. By understanding its structure and the forces at play within it, we not only become more adept at using it, but also gain insights into the human condition, mirrored in the digital world. So, as we step back from this digital canvas, remember that each node and tie, each flow, and every opinion leader contribute to the intricate masterpiece that is social media. Whether you are an active participant or a curious observer, your understanding of these elements will enrich your experience and perspective of the online social universe. Social media marketing strategy. In the dynamic realm of social media, marketing strategies must be as fluid and adaptable as the platforms themselves. Integrating social media marketing within the broader planning framework of an organization is not only strategic, but also essential in today's digital-first world. It allows for a cohesive narrative across all marketing channels, enhancing the overall impact of the brand's communication. The evolution of social media marketing within a company often unfolds in 3 phases: the trial phase, the transition phase, and finally, the strategic phase. Initially, companies experiment with social media's capabilities in the trial phase, often without a clear direction or objectives. As organizations realize the potential of these platforms, they transition into a more thoughtful approach where they seek to understand how these tools can complement their overall marketing strategy. It is in the strategic phase that companies fully integrate social media into their marketing efforts, leveraging data-driven insights to craft campaigns that resonate with their audience and align with broader business goals. Strategic planning is the backbone of this integration. It is a comprehensive process that includes identifying objectives, developing strategies and tactics to achieve those objectives, implementing actions, and measuring the outcomes. This systematic approach ensures that the organization's social media efforts are not only consistent with its branding and messaging, but also effective in achieving its marketing and business goals. A robust social media marketing strategy begins with a situation analysis, which is a SWOT analysis, a deep dive into the strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats that shape the organization's capacity to succeed. This involves a careful examination of both the internal capabilities and the external factors that influence the brand's social media presence. For instance, if Apple decided to increase its budget for social media marketing to surpass that of Samsung, it would be adopting a competitive parity method, essentially attempting to outdo the competition in terms of social media presence and influence. This is a strategic move that recognizes the significance of competitive spending in the realm of social media marketing. Furthermore, the strategic planning process should consider the various dimensions of social networking sites, such as the audience, degree of specialization, the social objects that mediate relationships among members, and the degree of openness. However, the notion of brand persona and aesthetics, while important for content creation, is not considered a dimension of social networking sites. It is more about the content and the voice used on these platforms rather than a dimensional characteristic of the platforms themselves. An essential part of the strategic phase is developing an organizational social media policy. This policy sets the boundaries for what is acceptable and what is not, providing a guideline for all social media interactions associated with the company. It outlines the brand's voice, the message consistency, the response protocol to user interactions, and the legal considerations, among other elements. A social media policy is vital because it helps mitigate risks, maintain brand reputation, and ensure that all actions on social media platforms are coherent and serve the organization's objectives. In conclusion, social media marketing must be treated with the same rigor and strategic intent as any other marketing channel. By moving from ad hoc efforts to a structured, strategic approach, organizations can harness the full power of social media to engage with their audience, build brand loyalty, and drive business results. The strategic planning process, including a comprehensive situation analysis and a robust social media policy, ensures that social media initiatives are effective, efficient, and aligned with the overarching goals of the organization.